What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to talk about Uber is going to start requiring, not suggesting, requiring that all drivers and riders have a mask on while out there using the platform. Now, while this is a great idea, and I think anybody out there still driving, getting these essential employees to where they got to go and everything, helping keeping, the country running, should totally have a mask while they're out there. But let's face it, who's going to enforce this? I know Uber's not going to send somebody from corporate to come down and take a picture of them or, pat them down and everything. Because let's face it, guys, they already have a policy out there saying that passengers can't carry weapons. That happens all the time. There's nobody to frisk these people. So how are they going to enforce this? That's what I want to know. But anyways, I have this article, and I will put the link to it in the description below. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to definitely read you guys some of it. It says, as it anticipates a restart to its core rideshare business amid the pandemic, Uber plans to require drivers and riders to wear face masks or face coverings when using the platform in certain countries, including the great nation of the United States. So this will be happening here, guys. Executives have already approved this policy this week, and according to them, they said it's going to be rolling out in other markets in the upcoming weeks. So if you have not seen this in your app yet, you will. It says, as part of policy, like I said, guys, this is the new thing that is actually going to be, you can get deactivated for this. That's what it's going to end up be. If they're saying it's policy, and if you don't have a mask on or they don't have a mask on, someone can get deactivated. I do foresee a lot of false reports coming from this. I definitely do. And it's not going to be pretty. It's not. It says they already have face recognition software that, have the real-time ID check. Sometimes when you go to log on, it'll be like, oh, you have to take a picture of yourself, right? And if you've grown a beard or you have a hat or something on, sometimes it'll say, you have to retry because it doesn't match up. And if you do that, I think, 2 or 3 times, it automatically deactivates your account, and then you have to go through the long process of getting in contact with them to reactivate your account. It says, Uber confirmed to CNN Business that the company's plan to introduce a policy around requiring masks or face coverings in certain markets, and that it's developing technology to detect drivers' usage of face coverings. So that's what I want to know. Even if they had a picture you had to take beforehand, you take a picture with it on, then you take it off and you drive. I mean, there's no way to really enforce this. And how are you going to tell a grown-ass man or woman that gets in your car that they have to have a face mask and keep it on the entire time? You can do it, but you guarantee that it's going to be a bad outcome. Okay, some people might, be a dick about it or anything, but there's others that are going to be like, oh, yeah, I don't feel like doing it. And yes, your car, your rules, you can kick them out, but it's going to come along with a false report or something. That's what I'm saying. If you don't have a dash camera, guys, you sure as hell better get one, especially with this new policy coming out, because someone could definitely get a free ride by just saying, hey, my driver wasn't wearing a mask. Even though at the same time you'd be thinking to yourself, well, if my driver wasn't wearing a mask, why the hell did you get in the car and continue the ride and everything? So while it should be common sense that it's going to be false report, the servers and everything, when you actually submit anything, they're just going to automatically deactivate you. You are guilty until proven innocent, guys. Always remember that. And I'm going to read a little bit more of this. It says, once the policy is introduced, Uber drivers and delivery workers will be required to wear some kind of face covering, such as a mask or bandana, regardless of whether they have received a company-provided mask. Uber said it is trying to get masks to drivers who need them as soon as possible. From my understanding, they've been trying to get masks to us for quite a while now, the last month or two. And cleaning supplies, some Lysol, some hand sanitizer. I ain't seen nada. Not a damn netta. I don't know if you guys have seen anything, but I sure as hell haven't. It said in April, Uber began shipping masks to their drivers and delivery workers, as well as disinfectant spray. Oh, it's saying it right here. The company then said it would purchase and ship tens of millions of ear-looped face masks to its global workers, which I don't think they've done that either. I don't know exactly for sure. I just know I haven't got anything here in the U.S. Definitely ain't got no mask from them. And this also said, nobody should be riding if they're feeling the least bit sick or in one of the high-risk groups. Well-communicated updates directly to users when ready, but in the meantime, we continue to urge all riders and drivers to wear masks or face coverings when using Uber. Now, I totally agree with that as well. Nobody sick should be requesting a ride. But at the same time, they have Uber Medic and stuff out there which I guess for people that actually opt in, but they have dividers supposedly. I haven't seen anybody with one of these that actually isn't part of UberMedic. And a lot of people that don't know what UberMedic is, open your app, check it, go to your driving preferences, and you're going to see if it's there. And if it is there, odds are it's already turned on. So you might want to think about turning that off. But a lot of people already don't want to pick up anybody at all if it's going to or from a hospital. Now, while it says nobody should be riding if they're feeling the least bit sick, there's already reports from lots of drivers that the hospitals themselves are requesting rides for people that are sick. And that blows my mind right there, because the simple fact of if you even come in contact or around with anybody that has, been sick, you're automatically supposed to self-quarantine and you'll be deactivated until further notice. So to me, that's just some crap. They shouldn't be allowing these rides and stuff to happen anyways. And they try to say, hey, you shouldn't be riding if you are. Then stop allowing it to happen. Okay, that's what I have to say right there. If they're going to continue to allow this to happen, it's going to continue to happen. And like I said before, I foresee a lot of false reports and everything else going on. And let's face it, unless they have something on the rider app that the rider holds their phone the whole time and has a camera on them, how are they going to know that the rider is wearing a face mask? And what about with the driver? Okay, they already have the face recognition thing, but sometimes it screws up. It screws up on a good day. Now you want to add something else to it, and I definitely foresee a lot of issues and problems happening with this. But yes, I do agree. If, I want to say it's good intentions, but at the same time, I know it's just like a PR stunt. They kind of have to do this now if they want to be able to stay in business. I'm sure the government's said something. And everybody should have a mask. Okay, you definitely should have something. I still recommend it, if possible. Don't even be coming in contact with anybody. But that's just my, advice. You take it as you wish. Do with it as you want. Whatever. But I definitely think that this, is gonna cause a lot of issues. And like I said, it's not in the policy yet, but it will be coming out soon. There's a couple other things in here to this article, but you guys can just read it all for yourself. But it's in a way, too, if you think about it, that kind of makes you even feel a little bit more like an employee, for the simple fact of now they're just changing their policy left and right. You have to do it. But is there any way to enforce this? Unless they sit there and have a camera on you the entire time to see if you have a mask, all you have to do is put it on and take it off whenever the damn thing pops up to actually tell you to take a picture. And believe me, there's going to be people that do that. A lot of people don't like driving around with a mask on at all because in a way, it's not very safe. There's already been accidents here in Jersey where people have actually crashed because they were really dumb, had the mask on the entire time while they're driving by themselves, mind you, got lightheaded and ended up crashing. Causing accidents. It can happen. Some people might be asthmatic and stuff. You might not be able to have the mask. It is a little hard to breathe, especially out of the really good ones. Like I got the N95 right here. And yes, before people start being trolls, stop telling people to use those masks. Those are made for our healthcare workers. I got it this way beforehand, okay? My bad. Use something. I don't care if you use a mask, use the damn sash or whatever to put over your face. I don't care what you use. Use something. Definitely be using something. And like I said about this UberMedics thing, so what are they gonna, if they're gonna tell everybody to wear masks and everything else, then that automatically makes me think that they're still gonna continue these rides to and from hospitals. Even if you're taking the actual doctors and stuff there, I hate to say it and everything, it's a great thing that they're doing, but at the same time, they could be exposed and not know because the symptoms take up to 2 weeks. So while you're doing these rides, you're not getting any kind of extra compensation. I strongly believe, especially if you're taking anything to or from a hospital, if you're brave enough to do it, you should be highly compensated for it, for taking that extra risk. Or something else needs to come into play. But I don't want it to take away from anybody out there that is on the front lines dealing with this. I salute you. You are the true heroes. Thank you so much. But at the same time, you still got to look out for everybody else as well. And that's the thing. It's kind of one of those you're damned if you do, damned if you don't situations. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You think this is a good idea, which technically it is a good idea. But if you think it's a good idea, and how the hell will this be enforced? That is what I want to know. Please, let me hear your ideas on how it might be enforced. As always, check the description below for extra information and tips. Keep doing your thing. Get your money. Please, definitely, above all, stay safe out there. And until next time, guys, put your mask on or don't. Peace out, everybody.